Right, good morning. Now, to say it's been a while since I've done a video on the channel is a bit of an understatement. I think it must be about a year since I've actually put anything on. I think that were a climbing video, so the last time I did a walking video was a long time ago. But I'm out this morning and out in the Peak District, and hopefully this is going to be the start of a bit of a new little series for the channel that I planned. So quite a while ago, in fact I think it was one of the first videos I ever posted on the channel, was a walk up to overexposed the B29 crash site on clough, and it's still one of the most popular videos on the channel. So when I started looking into it, I was amazed at how many crash sites there are in the Peak District. So what I'm going to do is a little series about one or two of these different crash sites, and that's where we're going today. So we've parked up at the side of Torside Reservoir and just walking along the Transpennine Trail at the minute, and then we're going to head up Wild Boar Clough, and then somewhere off the top of there, never been to this crash site myself before, is the wreckage of wartime Bristol Blenheim aircraft. So we'll have a look for that, see what's there, see if we can find it, and hopefully you guys will find it interesting, and it'll be a bit of a relaunch for the channel. So it's a lovely morning, early September, we're having a bit of a heat wave in the UK as well. It's a beautiful misty morning. So the first job is we'll try and find the entrance to Wild Boar Clough, and then we'll head up there, which will be pretty interesting because it's a grade 2 scramble up Wild Boar Clough, so that should be a bit of fun to get us going. Right, I'll bring you back shortly. So as I was saying earlier, it's the first week of September, but wow is it warm. We're just having a bit of a heat wave in the UK. It's after a really crap summer where it's done nothing but rain, finally started to get a bit of sunshine. But it's only 8 o'clock in the morning and it's already really warm. Just in this little bit of woodland down at the bottom of Wild Boar Clough, and although it's nice to be in the shade, it's really quite warm and oppressive in here. Lots of bugs as well, so no doubt I've been eaten alive by the time we get out of here. So we're just in the bottom section of Wild Boar Clough now, which is a bit of a boulder field that you have to scramble through. Some of which is a bit loose and a bit sticky, so it's just a take your time job. Tell you what, I don't know, this is more steep than I remember it being, or I'm a lot more unfit one or other since last time we did it. Try not to fall over. Well, I suppose it would make it more entertaining.
You don't mind you falling over, just don't break out.
Yeah. Oh, mountain rescue! So yeah, I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but if you have a look at the rocks, they're really green at the moment. So they don't get much sun in this clough because it's north facing. And I think with us having such a wet summer, all the rocks have just literally got a coat of green slime all over them, so it's making it proper sketchy and snotty to climb up. But so just something to bear in mind if you do come up here. So we're into the start of the clough proper now. So there's a boulder field down at the bottom, and then you get all these big steps where the water's run down and cut through. So they are quite green, but if you're just careful with what you're doing, they're not too bad. Just take your time. So it is a bit wobbly that, but it seems to be in all right.
Yeah, I get it like a little pull.
Yeah. Just watch that when you stand up and all, because it's a bit slippy on that and all. Right, so that's us at top of Wild Boar Clough. We're kind of still in Clough, but it levels out a lot up here now. There's no more of those big steps to climb up. So not 100% sure how much of that I got on film, because it was it is a grade 2 scramble, so you've got to be a bit careful anyway. But it's really green today, so 100% concentration needed, and a change of underwear halfway up, I think. Right, so we just popped out at top of Wild Boar Clough, and then it's a bit of a right-hander out onto Sykes Moor and a walk across some open moorland to try and find the crash site. I've got the GPS coordinates on my phone, so hopefully we shouldn't miss it. No doubt when we get there, there'll be a nice well-marked path that we should have gone down, but this is just generally me and Paul. Walking across open moorland when there's a perfectly good path about 5 feet away. But we'll see when we get there. Right, so here we are, managed to find it. It is one of those where you're literally walking across the moor and thinking, where is it? Just following your grid reference, and you could quite easily walk past it if you didn't have it in this sort of terrain. It's down in one of the little cloughs. There's a memorial for it as well with some details on it. I'll put a bit of voiceover in with some pictures and a bit of background to it as well. So, nice to have found it. The Bristol Blenheim was a light bomber built by the Bristol Aeroplane Company. It first saw service with the RAF in 1937 and was used in different guises until 1944. L1476 was piloted by South African Airman Pilot Officer Stanley John Daly Robinson and Acting Pilot Officer Jack Elliott Thomas. Their Blenheim crashed whilst on exercise on 30th of January 1939. It became clear during the investigation that the crew had tried to bail out, but unfortunately they didn't have enough altitude for their parachutes to open. Right, so that was the crash site of the Bristol Blenheim, and now we're going to head off, pick up the Pennine Way path, and then it drops down Torside Clough and on his way back to the car. It's absolutely scorched out up here. So now we've come out of the clough, although it was shaded in the clough, there was no breeze, but now we've come up here, there's a little bit of breeze, but we're in the direct sun, so it's absolutely scorching. Glad I put the old factor 50 on this morning for definite. lovely little spot we found just there for lunch. Quick dip in the stream, which was much needed and very refreshing. And yeah, just sat on a rock by a stream eating your sandwiches. What could be better? And strange part about it is we're literally just down there, and this is the Blenheim Way path, which is anybody knows that's walked on it is a bit like the M1, especially on a weekend. But, yeah, lovely little spot. Right, so pretty much back at car now. Just parked down the end of this this farm track. It's been a really good few hours out, really enjoyed it. Managed to find the crash site, obviously that's really interesting to look at, have a good look round. I just want to add, and I'll put this message on the end of all these videos if I do end up doing a series of them, that these sites are classed as war graves. Sadly the crews did die when that plane crashed, so if you do decide to visit, obviously treat the site with respect. Don't take anything away, don't leave anything, and just treat the area with respect that it deserves. So, hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed filming it for you, and hopefully see you again soon.